About 2,000 years before the Renaissance began in Europe, giving birth to men like Leonardo da Vinci and Galileo, another Renaissance man named Nephi was a practicing bowyer, fletcher, archer, hunter, orienteer, metallurgist, smelter, blacksmith, coppersmith, goldsmith, silversmith, carpenter, craftsman, shipwright, mariner, builder, colonizer, founding father, ruler, teacher, historian, poet, psalmist, and historian. This is not all, though. What separates Nephi from virtually all other Renaissance men was his discipleship and devotion to Jesus Christ. Because of his complete fidelity and precise, unwavering obedience to the Lord, which resulted in the manifestation of the Lord to him, we add prophet to his resume. As we read in 2 Nephi chapter 9, verse 29, "But to be learned is good, if they hearken unto the counsels of God. For as Nephi lamented in the verse before, verse 28, O that cunning plan of the evil one, O the vainness and the frailties and the foolishness of men! When they are learned, they think they are wise, and they hearken not unto the counsel of God. For they set it aside, supposing they know of themselves, wherefore their wisdom is foolishness, and it profiteth them not, and they shall perish." In other words, no matter how learned or educated a man is, his education cannot save him. It only has the power to enrich him while he is in this world, and so he must perish. Don't let scholars fool you either. Scholars may know all there is to know about God, in as far as they're learning about all the prophets have ever expounded, but that is not at all the same as knowing God. Knowing about God and knowing God are not necessarily the same thing. Nephi may have known about God in his youth, but he did not begin to know God until his father Lehi became a visionary man. It wasn't until the Lord revealed himself to Lehi that Nephi thought to inquire for himself whether his father was receiving revelations from God. Nephi was initially uncertain about his father's claims, but not quite so dubious as his older brothers Laman and Lemuel. What separated Nephi from his brothers was his own desire to know God's mysteries. Nephi's entire life experience, from departing Jerusalem to traveling in the wilderness to reaching the promised land and walking with the Lord, is a perfect fit of the symbolism of the vision of the tree of life and also the temple endowment ordinance. The entire first book of Nephi, in essence, is an endowment ceremony parallel with Adam and Eve's exodus from the Garden of Eden to making their way through the lone and dreary wilderness, learning and obeying the commandments of the Lord, and their efforts by trial and error to be brought back to converse with the Lord through the veil. We see the same with the brother of Jared and his company. We see the same with the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt and their journey to the promised land of Jerusalem, with Moses as a true messenger. The pattern of Exodus, Odyssey, and arrival is always the same, and it can be summarized by the following scripture in the New Testament. In John chapter 14, verses 21 through 23, we read, "He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him." Judas saith unto him, not Iscariot, "Lord, how is it that thou wilt manifest thyself unto us, and not unto the world?" Jesus answered and said unto him, "If a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him, and make our abode with him." We all know that Jesus Christ loves everyone, but verse 21 just lands a little bit differently when he says, "I will love him and will manifest myself to him."